year to come. Together we'll create space for renewal, intention, and abundant possibilities. And then mark your calendar to attend our White Stone ceremony next Sunday, January 5th, at both morning services. During the ceremony, we'll each receive a white stone and a guiding word from Spirit as our North Star to carry it with us for 2025. And then you are invited to the Awakened Abundance Workshop on Sunday the 12th from 2 to 4 p.m. Reverend Kristen and Laurel Patterson and Reverend Johanna guide you to establish your personal goal and create an abundance blueprint to help you begin to fulfill in 2025. This experiential workshop is a continuation of the Abundance Project and is designed to support you in expanding in your joy-filled life. It will be inspiring and fun. So you can sign up on the patio after Sunday services or by sending an email to the office at unityofwalnutcreek.org. And for more information and registration for all our events, please see our website. And you also, of course, can visit our welcome table as well. And now I invite the Snorton Phelps family to the platform for a special ceremony. I'm going to just leave this here.
Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, here I am. So happy Hanukkah. This is the fourth day of Hanukkah.
Yes, and we are going to, it's fourth day. Tonight will be the fifth night. We're going to light last night's candles because they're usually lit at night, so this is unusual. And before that, I just want to say a little bit about what I feel the meaning and significance of Hanukkah is. So it's another holiday where we light candles around the solstice in the dark time, in the dark when the days are shorter and there's more darkness. So of course it reminds us of the light in the darkness. The light is always there. And I won't go into the story of it except that the Jewish people, their temple was destroyed, and they were not allowed to practice their faith the way they wanted to practice it. So it's also about having integrity. They didn't say, okay, we'll do your religion, we'll do it your way. They said, no, this is what we believe, and this is what we believe is true. So it's about having integrity and having faith, and then when the time came that they could reclaim the temple and clean it up, they cleaned it up and they lit the candle again. It was the eternal flame. So we know the eternal flame is here, but this is the symbolism out there. And this time of year, a lot of us are thinking about, the past year and looking forward to the new year. So we can think of it as cleaning up our temple. We're cleaning up our temple, and we're lighting light to bring us forward.
Yeah.
And let's see. Joey, I'm switching to this one now because we're over here. We light the shamus or servant candle.
We really should do this way. So
Oh, in their direction. Yes, that's good.
The candles are placed in the menorah from right to left, because Hebrew is read from right to left. So this is the new day. This is the fourth day. And then every day an additional candle will be added until all 8. Are we singing the blessing?
We're going to sing the blessing in Hebrew.
Okay.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotov, v'tzivanu lahadlik ner shel Hanukkah.
We like to translate that as, "Blessed art thou, creator of the universe, who has sanctified this festival and invited us to kindle the lights of Hanukkah." And since this is a sort of a demonstration lighting, not an official lighting, we only have one set of candles. So at some point we may have to blow them out for the 11:30 service. You're not supposed to do that, but God will understand.
You're supposed to let them burn all the way down. Exactly. Okay.
Good.
Well, beautiful.
Thank you so much for bringing that energy here and to share it with us. We really appreciate it. And as we prepare for a time of meditation, please join me in taking a conscious breath and affirming our statement of faith together. There is only one presence and one power in the universe and in my life, the all-loving goodness of God. And we begin with music, followed by guided meditation, and this service has 10 minutes of silence.
Return again, return again, return to the land of your soul. Return again, return again, return to the land of your soul. Return to who you are. Return to what you are. Return to where you are, born and reborn again. Return again. Return again. Return to the land of your soul. Return again. Return again. Return to the land of your soul. Return to who you are. Return to what you are. Return to where you are, born and reborn again. Return again. Return again. Return to the land of your soul.
Feel the goodness that you are. Feel the goodness, the love that is in every cell in your body. Know that this is who you are. Know that this is what makes you special and unique. Know that you are a co-creator with the divine spirit that lives within you and all around you, and that you are immersed in this love and power and glory that is you. You are the expression of God, divine spirit. Love and peace, and wisdom and knowing. This is your spiritual inheritance. And this is the truth then, that you walk every day, every moment. You are the expression of God. And there is nothing more perfect than your expression of God. And take this truth with you as we move into the silence. Peace, be still. Peace, be still. Peace, be still. And as we move back into the room, know that you can always go to this place, anytime, anywhere, because this is who you are. Peace and wisdom and love. And so it is.
Return to who you are. Return to what you are. Return to where you are, born and reborn again. Return again. Return again. Return to the land of your soul. Return again. Return again. Return to the land of your soul. Kind friends all gathered round, there's something I would say, that what brings us together here has blessed us all today. Love has made a circle that holds us all inside, where strangers are as family and loneliness can't hide. So give yourself to love, if love is what you're after. Open up your heart to the tears and laughter, and give yourself to love. Give yourself to love. I've walked these mountains in the rain. I've learned to love the wind. I've been up before the sunrise to watch the day begin. I always knew I'd find love, though I never did know how. But like sunshine on a cloudy day, you stand before me now. So give yourself to love, if love is what you're after. Open up your heart to the tears and laughter, and give yourself to love. Give yourself to love. love is what you're after, open up your heart to the tears and laughter, and give yourself to love. Give yourself to love. Love is born in fire. It's planted like a seed. Love can give you everything. Oh, it gives you what you need. Love comes when you are ready. Love comes when you're afraid. It'll be your greatest teacher, the best friend you have made. So give yourself to love. Sing along if you know it. If love is what you're after, open up your heart to the tears and laughter, and give yourself to love. Give yourself to love. One more time. So give yourself to love. If love is what you're after, open up your heart to the tears and laughter, and give yourself to love. Give yourself to love.
Oh, groovy, dude. Oh, sorry. Did I say that out loud?
Right on the microphone and everything.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. This is one of my favorite places to be, right up here, because I get to look out at all your beautiful faces. And that includes you, Mark. Doesn't Mark have a beautiful face? It brings you joy, and you just smile. Gotcha. He's my brother. He knows what I'm doing. So, good morning. Tuesday, this past Tuesday, Christmas Eve, some friends of ours and I were out having Christmas lunch. And I get a phone call from Kristen asking me to do this. And I said, of course. And so normally when I'm scheduled to do this, my intuition tells me something to talk about, right? I got off the phone, I had nothing. All day long, I had nothing. And then Christmas came, and I got something. On my notes, it says the title of my talk is You Are the Gift. Yet Bob tells us the title of my talk is The Gift Is You. And I'm the one who wrote The Gift Is You to Bob so he could say that out loud. So that's where I am with this, right? And so maybe you don't know this, but Unity now has a Unity Digital Archive Library where they have thousands and thousands of Unity documents from decades ago, from the beginning of the Unity movement. And so I went to this Unity archive to get something in my brain to talk about this morning. And I read a talk by Charles Fillmore from 1923. Yeah? And he was talking about Christmas. And you know what he was talking about Christmas? He was talking about the commercialization of Christmas. He was talking about how people were getting so caught up in Christmas that they were forgetting what the true meaning of Christmas was. This was 101 years ago, right? And we're still doing that. I have been studying Charles Fillmore for over 20 years, maybe more than that. And I've never had this reaction. No, Chuck, you're wrong. And the reaction was because he said, maybe we should stop giving gifts at Christmas. And I went, no, I'm not stopping giving gifts. And he said the reason being is that we should give the gift of the word, right? And what he was talking about was the gift of our Christness. And that should be the present that we give to our brothers and sisters. And I say we can do both, right? We can do both when we give. I love giving gifts, right? When I was probably 18 or 20, and I was still living at home, and I was showing a friend of mine all the gifts that I was giving to my family. And she said to me, boy, you really put a lot of thought into your gifts. And what I'm realizing now is that my gift giving at Christmas was really the only place that I could really express who I was. I couldn't do it in any other capacity in my life because of stuff, right? But I could do that at Christmas, right? And so that's where the title of my talk comes from, right? Is that whether it's the gift is you or you are the gift, right? The truth is the same, right? When I was a grocery clerk back in the 80s, about 400 years ago, and I was working on the floor, and there was a woman, there was a mom and her baby, right? And so I looked at the baby, and I gave him one of those baby faces we give the babies, like, right? And the baby smiled. And this other woman walks by and goes, did you do that? Now, at that time, I was living in Catholic guilt. So the first thing I did was feel guilty, right? And then I realized that I did give that gift of a smile to that baby. I mean, that was me, right? And so when I'm talking about you are the gift, that's what I mean, right? Myrtle Fillmore says that, let's see if I could find that quote. She says, the real purpose of your life is to express the creation of God and to unfold the many departments of your mind which God has planned for you. Right? And for me, that says that's who you are, right? Our responsibility we have on this planet is to express who we are, to express the divine being that's within us. In fact, I believe that's the only responsibility we have, is to be able to express that. Because when we express the goodness within us, right? Whether you call the goodness God or divine spirit or divine one or the universe, whatever that is, that's who you are. That's where the love stands. And so for me, and probably for you, is when I give a gift, I really think about who I'm giving the gift to, right? And the more that I can give the gift through my intuition, I can bring abundance to that person, right? So what I mean by that, let's just say you have 3 really good friends, right? And it's Christmas, and you all decide to give each other gifts. Wait, I did that wrong. It's somebody's birthday. That works better. Sorry about that. So it's somebody's birthday, one of your friends. And so the 3 of you are going to give your friend a gift. And you're all going to give them the perfect gift. And so the friend goes to open these 3 gifts. And they're all perfect. He or she feels the abundance, the love that's in that gift. But all 3 gifts are different. right? Because they come from three different people expressing their own goodness within them. But yet they're all perfect. That's what I mean, we are the gift, right? So it doesn't matter how big it is, right? There's a parable in the New Testament. I don't know what gospel. I'm not a Bible person, but I do know some stories. And there's a story about a poor woman who gives to the church, I believe, and she gives 2 pennies. And the rich guy gives, tons of money, right? And Jesus says about the parable is that the 2 penny means more to the church because it was blessed by the whole person, right? Well, the rich guy is just giving from his wealth, well, the woman is giving from her soul, right? This is what she can do. And so, how do we get there, right? How do you know that you're the gift? One of the feelings I get when I get a gift from somebody that I really love, and it doesn't matter, right? So let me tell you a story about this Christmas gift I got from my wife, right? And one of the benefits of being the husband of my wife, Kay, is she gives great gifts. I mean, the first gift I got from her, we were together for maybe a couple months. It was my birthday or something. She gave me a box set of Eric Clapton. I mean, at that time, that was perfect, right? And she's never stopped doing that, right? And so for the past month, probably October and November and some of December, she's freaking out because she can't figure out what to get me, right? And I can never tell her what to get. I mean, if I see something, I love it. But if I don't see it, it's not in my brain, right? And so she comes home a couple weeks before Christmas. She says, all right, I think I got it. Don't buy anything because you're probably going to like this. And I heard that every day for 2 weeks. And so Christmas comes, and she's more excited than I am. And I open the gift, and there's this really cool top-of-the-line headphones for my home theater, right? And I'm really excited. And then I start to realize I recognize these things. And I go in and I open the cabinet and I pull out the box for the headphones I've been using for 2 years. And they're the exact same ones. And she's so disappointed. And I'm happy. This is great because, first of all, I get to return these and actually get a real gift and go out and get what I want, right? And the other thing is I realized that we're on the same wavelength, right? That her intuition told me exactly what I wanted and needed. And it was, right? Because now I get to go out and get a gift that I would have never gotten if she got me the wrong thing, if she didn't get me the wrong thing, right? And so for me, it just shows her intuition was there. She knows who I am. And it's like I went out and bought what I wanted, and I still have enough money left over to buy another Christmas gift, right? And I'm sure you've all witnessed giving a gift to somebody, especially a child, right? When a child opens a gift that they really want, and you could see the expression on your face, right? And it's that feeling you get because you gave that child. But it doesn't have to be a child. It could be your husband. It could be a friend. It could be your parents. Anytime you see that glow, do you know what I'm talking about? When they open it, when they unwrap that gift, and you're waiting to see is it the right thing you bought, or I can't wait till they open this because I know they're going to love it, right? That's what we can give every day of our lives. That's what Myrtle is talking about when she says it's your responsibility, or it's our responsibility, to express the goodness within us. And when we feel that abundance, when we give that abundance, that's a really good way to spread abundance around the world. You know, what do we say every week here? Oh, God. Abundance is our nature, right? Can you say that with me? Abundance is our nature, right? And so that's what we can give from when we give gifts, right? I understand what Charles is saying, right? That we get caught up in this stuff, right? But if we can give, if we know who we are, right? If we listen to our intuition, right? Because that's what we really have to learn to do, is to listen to intuition. Eric Butterworth, a Unity minister, says that Jesus' spiritualness came from his intuition, not his tuition, right? It came from within, not without. Now, that doesn't mean what you learned from the outside is not important, because it is, right? I mean, one of the reasons we gather in places like this every week is so we can be with people who think and feel like we do. And so we can get some really learned minister to stand up here and to teach you about God. That's a joke, by the way. Right? But we come here to learn that stuff. Right? I don't want to teach today. I don't want to teach you anything. What I want to do is proclaim that you are the Christ Spirit in every cell of your body. I want to proclaim that you are the gift. I want to proclaim that the gift is you. I don't want you to understand this. I want you to know it. I want you to feel it. This is who we are, right? And when we can express that goodness any which way to somebody else, when you can see wrapping paper flying everywhere, right? That's what the spirit of Christmas is. It's like we give our tithing every week, but we know whatever is in that basket is just a symbol. It's just a symbol of our abundance, of our wanting to give. Right? And so Charles is wrong. I keep going. I'm kind of disappointed because I finally get to do a talk at Christmas time and all the decorations are gone. Diane, thank you for wearing red. I really appreciate it. Because now I feel like I'm a week late with my redness and my greenness and talking about gifts. So you can think I'm a week late, but I like to think I'm 357 days early. There's a couple of things I wanted to read to you. So this is a book called Heart-Centered Metaphysics. And if you're into studying metaphysics, this is a really cool book. This is by Paul Hasselbeck. And he was the dean of the Unity School of Christianity for many, many years. And what it says here, I'm going to read you four different things here. One of the first things is talking about our purpose, as Myrtle was. And our purpose is to express our divine potential that is inherited in divine ideas. And so to me, divine ideas is our intuition, right? Because we don't think about our intuition. You know, it just comes to us. he says, when we are aware of our purpose in life, we find a joy and a zeal for living. Yeah? Can anybody agree with that? Does anybody know that, right? Because when you're there in that space, when you're in that space of love and joy and wisdom and peace, you have a zeal. I'm awake, I'm alive, and I'm an enthusiastic, is what Charles used to say. And then Paul says about divine will. He says divine will is simply that we experience and manifest as much of the absolute good as we can at our current level of consciousness. And that's another thing I want to talk about today, or make a point of. Wherever you are right now on your path is perfect. I had a 12-step sponsor, and I used to call him, no matter if I was happy, sad, crying, angry, whatever, he'd listen to me and he'd go, "You're right where you're supposed to be." Do you know how aggravating that is? You're right where you're supposed to be. Right? And because if we keep looking to getting more consciousness, right? If we keep getting to get more spiritual, we're not in the present. We're not, okay? He says the divine plan is what we ultimately create using divine guidance to discover, unfold, reveal, and express the composite divine idea. Right? So what he's saying there is if we use, or should I say, when we use our intuition, right, that's the plan. We don't have to come up with a plan. Right? We don't have to think of, I mean, we can, because your intuition comes into your mind and you think about it, and then you start to use the resources that you've learned from all your education on this planet. But what he's talking about is that we don't have to make these complicated blueprints, right? We just have to be aware of the intuition that comes into our brain. You know, does this happen to you? Because it happens to me. It's 5:30 in the morning, and you've just woken up. And you have this beautiful plan that you're going to tell a loved one, or you have this great idea,